How is it going, people? How is it going? Oh, just set the dog off. Don't you dare bark. In context there, I'm staying at my sister's house for a week, looking after a dog, or should I say miniature horse, a Weimaraner, Eddie. He's a beautiful doggy. Ain't you, mate? Have a look. Eddie. Ah, jeez. Hello. Calm down. Down. Get down. You nightmare. Go back to sleep. Don't touch the camera. Leave the camera alone. Right, good boy. Anyway, I've not hurt your tail. Calm down. I'm just talking to a camera. There's nobody here. Finished? Finished? Anyway, as I was saying, right? Oh, cameras all over the place now. Yeah, I'm at my sister's for a week looking after a dog. She's got a pool and everything. It's strange, you know. I'm in here and I haven't slept or even been in a house properly for a long period of time for many years. So it's nice. It's nice to just be in a house and not have to pay the bills. Do you know what I mean? Eat all the food. I did have permission to do that. But anyway, what was I going to say? I thought I'd take this opportunity to try and get on top of some of my editing, because I am behind. I haven't posted for ages. What are you barking at now? That's enough. Anyway, yeah, I thought I'd try and get on top of this editing thing. But what problem I have got is it's got footage that's all over the shop, right? So this episode is going to be quite a long one, because I'm just going to throw it all in there and then I'm going to start again, because I'm just like, I'm at the point now where I've got so much little clips of bits and here and there and this, that and the other, and I'm trying to pin it all together to make a video, but then it's like it's making it complicated. So I'm just going to put it all into one, put it that way. But anyway, I've seen my subscriber count still go up, even though I'm not even posting. And my last video, the bike and stuff, that's doing pretty well considering my videos. You know, I was on a pretty high when I was travelling, and you know my videos are getting views and likes, and my subscriber count was going up. And then about when I come back to the UK, that my channel just kind of went like this. You know, I think I went from having a big high of being travelling and being across in Europe, and that the European road trip. You haven't seen that? Go watch it. It's epic. Yeah, and now I'm back in the UK and I took this job and I went from one extreme to the other. But yeah, anyway, not trying to waffle. Yeah, so bear in mind this episode will kind of be more like long-winded, but there'll be loads of little bits, different bits in it. I want to try and make a nice, decent video out of it. So I'm going to spend a few days trying to get this sorted. But yeah, let's jump into the video and I hope you enjoy it. Oh, good morning, people. Good morning. Oh, what a lovely day. I know, you're probably thinking, why you got a coat on? My bike jacket. And today is my birthday. I am 35. 35. But anyway, I thought, rather than just do nothing, because I've took the day off work, because it is Friday, and it's, do you know what I mean? It's just like against the law to work on your birthday, isn't it? But I thought, let's get the bike out, and head to a cafe and go for breakfast. You know, I was planning to go to the seaside, but there's a few bits I want to do to the bike before I start doing any kind of journeys above like an hour. Do you know what I mean? Because within an hour you can get pulled back by someone, do you know what I mean? But if it's something else, like my clutches, the clutch is on its way out. It's not horrendous at all. You know, it's only if you give it the proper beans where the clutch actually starts to slip. But yeah, I got a slight exhaust blow, but it's not horrendous, like I say. Perfectly fine, wouldn't even like fail an MOT, anything like that, like exhaust blow. It just, things need doing, and I like to have things right before I start going on big trips, because that's when things go wrong. Like if you go on I say big trip, like I was all about going down to like, I don't know, Weston-super-Mare or something and getting a bag of chips, fish and chips or something, and sit on the beach. Yeah, so I remember going to Weston-super-Mare when I was like, oh, when I first passed my bike test, and I was like, oh yeah, I'd like go for a bag of chips on the seafront and this, that and the other. And I was planning on doing that with the bike. I'm sure it'd be perfectly fine, but I just don't want to have one of those moments on my birthday. Do you know what I mean? I'm alright. So yeah, I woke up this morning thinking, I've got to do something rather than just sit in the van. It's a lovely day. It's meant to be thunderstorms later on, but I thought if I can get on the bike now and we can head towards, where are we going? Sausage Calf or something? What's it called? It's about 50 minutes from here. Super Sausage Calf. Anyone knows where that is? I've been there before on bikes and stuff. It's about 45 minutes from here. It's not horrendous, but I thought I'd go for breakfast. So let's get sorted. Let's get on the bike and get moving. What a beautiful day. I'm still waiting for a screen to come. Unfortunately, I had to get delivered. No, I had to order it from Spain. Coincidentally, where this bike originally came from. But it should go over like where my phone is. So yeah, most of this ride, this phone is going to get taken off here and put in my pocket because it's just on a mount and the wind is just going to smash the back of it and rip it off. So we have got the GoPro set up on the handlebars. And can I say, right, when it's hot like this, right, I don't know what it's about 20 something in a minute. I know it's not tropical, but it's lovely, isn't it? But when you've got a full tank of fuel and it's between your legs, oh, that petroleum coolness on my testicles is absolutely fucking divine. This is what it's about. Bit windy today, but it's still lovely. Right, let's go. I smell bacon. No, sorry, that's just a policeman. Right, we are at the calf. Let's go get some grub. Ooh, I am feeling one of those greasy breakfasts. Boom, that's what I'm talking about. Proper greasy breakfast. Admittedly, I don't like mushrooms, and I did ask them not to put it on the plate, but here we are. I didn't eat them. I left them on the plate. What a waste, but hey ho. But it wasn't long before it was like time to make a move. Let's make the most of this sunshine. Right, we are back at the van now, but as you're aware already, I've changed because it is a hot day today. I'm sorry if the lighting's crap. I'm trying to keep like the shades kind of down halfway so it keeps it cooler in here, because we've got one of the max air fans on in and one on out, and yeah, nice breeze, lovely in here, lovely. Anyway, excuse the mess if you can see anything. It's just carnage. But you know me, even though it's my birthday, I like to tinker and I like to do things. And that reminds me, I'm not sure if we've even spoke about this yet, right? But you know, ATOTO sent me out those head units from the van and the car, this, that and the other, and they were like, oh, we'd love to be in a collaboration with you and, you know, supporting your channel and this, that and the other. So highly appreciated, ATOTO, nice one for that. They did send me out some speakers. Now, they sent me out these speakers. They've got inbuilt tweeters. Do you know what? They're perfect for the van. I'm not trying to run them through an amplifier or anything like that. It's just straight off a stereo. I've got two of these. I've got two of these boxes made from my mate Alan. So big shout out to Alan for sorting me out with these boxes. They work perfectly. Give them a good carpet, they'll be perfect in the van. Go check him out, link in the description below. Now, one job I've been putting off for a while, and if you're a long time subscriber, you'll know I've been battling this whole smoky thing when it's just sitting on idle. I have narrowed it down to the injectors not shutting off. So let's get these old injectors out and get a whole new set back in. Now I've everything stripped back, so now we can get at those injectors. First protocol is taking off these fuel return lines at the top, and then we'll have 4 plugs to each injector themselves. These can be a bit frail, but if you give them make sure they click first, and then a little tug. There we go. And I can't stress enough when working on these older vehicles, plastic does get brittle, so just take your time and it'll all come apart nice. And obviously this isn't going to be a full step-by-step tutorial on how to change injectors on an Iveco van, but if you want to take some little tips and, you know, and see what you're getting yourself involved with, I always say this all the time, you know, it's worth, with the way the internet is now, it is worth just having a look on YouTube and see if there's a video on how to do stuff, because it will save you a fortune. But let's get these little retainer clips out for the fuel return lines and get them in plug. So with those clips out of the way, just grab hold of the top of these return lines and give them a little pull and a little twist, and they will come off. And as you can probably hear now, the air being sucked in there. So yeah, some vehicles, they can be a pain in the ass to lead back up again once you've done this, but we'll get to that when we've done it. Basically what these return lines do is any excess fuel that isn't used by the injectors is sent back down this line and head back into the fuel tank. Now working right at these back ones can be a bit tricky, but yeah, again, be gentle and it'll all be well. And with the line out the way, now let's start to crack off these main fuel lines that run to the injectors themselves. Now, with these fuel feed pipes, trust me, it makes your life so much easier if you just crack off both sides undo the main one from to the injector itself, and then just in its own movement move it out the way. Don't try and bend it or anything like that to get it out of the way from one side. Don't be lazy. It will save you a fortune, because guarantee you'll have problems trying to get them to seat back, and the last thing you want to do is cross thread anything. But let's get these main bolts out the middle of here, which have the retainer that holds the injector in. Now that is the bolt out. Now some people will tell you that you should only use them once. These are not stretch bolts, so I can use them again. Call me a demon. Life's a bitch. Yeah, so that's the retainer that kind of holds the injector in. Now hopefully we should go to give it a bit of a wiggle. Now in modern vehicles there'll be a lot more build up on these, but sometimes a pair of grips, you give them a little wiggle and out they come. Oh, look at the state of that. Oh, got my money's worth out of these, you know. But comparing them to these new ones, look at them beauties. Now I find it's always good practice just to have a look down there and have a look, see what's going on, make sure that surface is all good, ready for the new injector to go in, make sure it's nice and clean. All in all, it doesn't look that bad, but it can always do with a little clean. That's better. That's a much better face there. I'm happy with that. That'll do. Now this one's number 4 injector, and I'm pretty sure this was one of the culprits that wasn't shutting off. But if you compare that to the new one, it's like night and day. But let's get all this last injector back in, then we can get these fuel return lines connected back up again, and then we can see if she starts. Now this is the little tooling setup that I've got to clean all the little bores to make sure the injector's sealed properly and nicely. There's different attachments from like quite coarse to quite aggressive to smooth to soft, and you can see that they're sort of corkscrewed to the point where you can kind of screw them in and it pulls the dirt out rather than it all going straight down in the cylinder. So that's the new injectors back in, and the wait, listen. Oh, that's just music to my ears as a mechanic. Oh wait. Oh, that's nice. Just a therapeutic little click to know it's seated nicely. Ooh, lovely. So we do have the little retainer clips that hold the fuel return line in. You can see it's got like a little V in the middle of it just to pinch it down, and then it will hold it in place. But what I found was these were quite loose, so I ended up opting to rip them out and put the original ones back in again, which I felt like they were made out of a lot better metal, if I'm honest with you. But I kept these ones as spares anyway, just in case. Now obviously it is just a reverse process here, so obviously clicking those injectors back in, making sure those pins inside the injectors are straight before you try and clip on, because that's what you want to do is bend one of them over. But we're not far off getting this thing up and running. Obviously I have tightened all the injectors down. I've gone to the torque spec of FT. If you know what that is, then sweet. If not, look it up. But yeah, we're not far off now, seeing if she's going to fire up. Now this goes without saying, but always check your vehicle's in neutral before you go turn that key. But as you can hear here, you can hear my pickup pump priming. So literally just turning it on, you can hear it buzz. That makes it so much easier. So basically pick it up from the fuel tank and push it up to the fuel filter, then into the injectors, and then hopefully back down the return lines, so we can double check that there's no leaks before we fire her up. So after a little cheeky look under the bonnet, couldn't see any leaks. Let's give her a whirl. Oh, look at that. No smoke at all yet. Let's double check for leaks again. You can never be too cautious, remember that. Fuel leaks are a nightmare. But all is well. Let's have a little look with the old torch. I do love this old wagon. And yes, don't judge me for the crocs. They're comfortable and functional, alright? And I can run really fast in them. Oh, smoke free. Did a thing. I have done a thing. I have done a thing. Oh, this is that turbo spoon. Oh, say it again. I love this old bus. But right, let's pack her down and then go for a little test drive. Oh, see how she performs. Oh, oh. No, look, I've only just pulled out of where I've been parked up, right, after fitting them injectors, and I can already feel she's a bit more like, let's go. Oh, and get out, no smoke, not a single bit of smoke. Like, she was sat idling then after I put them injectors in for a good, I don't know, 15 minutes. And when I went to pull off, no smoke, not at all, not even a little jibble. Oh, oh. Oh, Joey's a happy man. Joey's a happy man. But let's go give her a drive and see what she feels like, eh? Oof. Oh, what a beast. So, I gave her a 20-minute drive and she drove faultlessly. I am a happy man. But I'll leave that one there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for support. And I'll catch you lot in the next one. Ta-da. So join me in the next one when I try my hand at Speedway. Now, I'm not too bad on things on two wheels, but this was a challenge. See you next time.